Good morning, students. Today I am going to start your next chapter, chapter number 12, index number. So in this chapter we are reading about meaning of index number, their types, uses, and inflation and index number. So first of all we understand the meaning of index number. So index number are statistical device which reflect a relative change. Relative change means, students, percentage change, okay, in the level of a certain phenomena in any given period of time. So through index number we can ascertain the change in percentage of different periods. So for ascertaining change we have different variable like price, industrial production, agriculture production. So if we are taking variable as variable price, okay, so by using index number we can ascertain the relative changes in price through in the past 10 years. So index number is a statistical device which is used to ascertain the relative change in a variable within a given period of time. If I want to ascertain the price of a particular commodity in the previous 10 year, I will use the index number, okay, index number to find out these changes. So index number, so these are used to feel the pulse of the economy, because in the economy number of decisions and number of changes are ascertained by using index number. So therefore Fisher calls them barometers of the economy activity. So Fisher calls them barometers of economic activities. So through index number the changes in economy can be measured, okay, can be ascertained in a relative form. So next is definition. Spiegel, according to Spiegel, an index number is statistical measure designed to show changes in variable or group of related variable with respect to time or geographical location or other characteristics such as income and production. According to Blair, index number are specialized type of averages. So these averages are compared with the previous years to calculate the change. So thus index number are specialized average that study changes over a period of for a relative group of items. It can also be called composite index. Characteristics. Index number are specialized averages, okay, these are used for the comparison purpose. Index number measure net change. So through index number we can measure the net change. If index of agriculture output is 115 in 2016 as compared to 2012, it means the net increase in the agriculture output is 15%. Measure the effect of change over a period of time. So as I said that through index number we can measure the changes in a particular thing. If we are taking price of a particular commodity, wages, okay, so we can find out the change, relative change in these variable between through the past time. Index number are relatives, so there is x y to them we call relative because they always express numerically in relative term, that is in percentage, not in absolute terms. So types of or kinds or classification of index number. First is price index number. Price index number measure the changes in price of a commodities produced, consumed and sold in a given period or place with reference to the base period. Wholesale price index measure the changes in general price level of the country. Retail price index, these are the parts of price index number. It measures general changes in retail price of a commodity. Retail price means the goods, the price of those goods which are consumed by the consumer. Quantity index number. So these index number help to measure or compare the changes in the physical volume of goods and services. So not services, goods. produced. Okay, so quantity index number are helpful to measure the change in quantity of between number of year. Cost of living index, these index number measure the average change over a period of time in prices paid by the consumer for a specific group of goods or services. Value index number, these index number measure changes in the value of group commodity over a period of time. Next is uses of index number. So index number are indicator which reflect relative change in the level or certain phenomena in a given period of time. Earlier index number was designed to check out the general price level, but today these are extensively used in economics, business management, for quantitative data related to production, consumption, sales, profit, okay, for comparing changes over a definite period of time. So what are the uses of? These are as following. Act as economic barometer. As I told you that Fisher give a name to index number economic, a barometer of economic activities. So through index number are used to check the changes in price, output of agriculture, industry, bank deposits, export, import, foreign exchange reserve. Okay, so all these are variable and index number is used to ascertain their changes. Reveal trend and tendencies. So index number are widely used to study the trend of phenomena by measuring in it over a period of time. By examining the level of production, prices, sale, consumption, etc. of last 2 years or last few years, we can predict about the future course. Helpful in formulating policies. So index number tell us the changes are held in a particular variable in a particular span of time. So it was helpful to make plan and policy for future. So through index number we can judge the changes, we can get to know the changes in the past performance and the current performance, and on the basis of that we can construct the policies for the future. Next is measurement of purchasing power of money. So index number help us to measure the purchasing power of money at different time, between different regions, between different places, or in the same region. Such analysis help the government to frame stable policies, okay, stable money market policies. Use in deflation. So deflation means, students, when the price of goods goes down. Index number are extremely useful in deflating, that is to adjust the original data of changes in price, to adjust wages of cost of living change, and to change the nominal income or wage into real income or wage. Help in forecasting. So formulating policy and help in forecasting is the same. Means index number study not only the past and present behavior but also helpful to forecast the economic and business conditions. As I told you that on the basis of index number we can find out the previous performance and the current performance, and on the basis of this the plans are made for future. Help in comparative study. So index number act as a basis of comparison economic or social phenomena over a pace of time. So in index number we are taking one base year, and base year performance is compared with the other years. So it was helpful to do the comparative study.